We all know the hassle of searching for an available study room in busy areas, such as the IESB, as well as the time that we waste while doing so, leading to situations like this.
Dawn, where am I going to study? This happens all the time.
If you've ever had a situation like this before, you're not alone. Every day, hundreds of students use these rooms as gathering points to study or work on projects, but often waste entire minutes of time fruitlessly wandering the college in order to do so. About $759 of time worth a day, or upwards of 80 hours a week. After extensive R&D, we at Team 129 came up with a solution. Presenting to you the Occupancy Detector System. This system can wirelessly communicate the availability status of multiple rooms by using a highly accurate ultrasonic ping sensor modules to detect whether or not a room is occupied. Here we have a model demonstration where we can see that both rooms are marked as empty when a person is not present inside the room. When a person does enter the room and is recognized by the sensor module, it uses radio transmitters to remotely communicate that information to the display module. That information is used to update the room status on the display automatically for each room, respectively and independently of one another. Now both rooms are occupied, and this is reflected by the display module. Let's show you this system in action. At a brief glance, we can see that study room 1 is taken and room 2 is open, correctly directing her to where she needs to go rather than waste the energy checking room 1. Nonetheless, the accuracy of this system can be verified with a quick observation of study room 1. Here, we can see the detector module in action. Heading to room 2, we can already see the validity of the occupancy detection system
Yippee, it's empty.
and immediately make a productive use of the time saved by getting straight to work. And as room 2 is now in use, such is reflected by the display. Moving over to the technical side of things. Hello, today I'm going to be showing you our occupation detection system, also known as our ODS. It consists of two types of modules, the receiver module and transmitter modules. The transmitter modules, also known as the sensor modules, they contain the actual ping sensors to determine whether or not a person is occupied. These are the units that you install inside of the rooms and label. And then this is where you would install it in an open area somewhere available for the receiver modules. The way that the transmitter modules work is their RF transmitter is set to a TX mode, and they run at 115,200 baud along with the ping sensors equipped on each of them. This can measure the distance between the unit and the wall across the room. That way, if a person comes in and interrupts that distance, it will detect that a room is taken. This would be room 2. Room 2 is labeled as taken. The library used for both systems for the NRF is just the NRF or RF24 library available on GitHub, while our receiver unit has two different serial ports active, one at 115,200 baud for the radio, while also the display runs at 9600 baud on one of our own in-house libraries for C++ in order to display the information in a very particular order relative to the way that it's received. With a system like this, you could set up a display module or potentially connect the display module to a larger LCD TV in a centrally located area to display information on what rooms are available and what rooms are taken and where they are. That would be able to cut down a lot of time and allow for more optimal usage for open access rooms. Additionally, potential modifications to this device in the future, such as hooking up the data of these to the HVAC and electrical systems of a building in a building like the ISB, could save upwards of $157,000 a year in utility costs by disabling any sort of power running to a room when the room isn't occupied. This system can be applied to many types of rooms, not just study rooms. It could be applied to offices, classrooms, any sort of open availability space that you would like to monitor whether or not it's available or not remotely without any human input. But this is your answer. That's all for the design demonstration. Thank you very much for watching.